Well, welcome back, and it's time to get to the top of this tower. Though I have to admit, I am a bit confused. Not about what we're doing here. Obviously, we're climbing the tower, because we gotta see Amphy to learn about the medicine. It's just an unskippable event as far as I'm aware. But no, I was watching a clip, and Trump's talking about his favorite movies. Like, I like Citizen Kane. Like what? Your favorite movie, Citizen Kane, and you identify with Kane? Foster Kane? I'm just gonna assume Trump doesn't understand Citizen Kane, because if he did, and he wants to associate himself with the titular title character, he'd realize, that says a lot about Trump that's pretty negative and not positive. I mean, the whole point of Citizen Kane is that his life was empty and hollow, because he was an egomaniac that wanted everyone to love him. Like, I just don't get why Trump would say some of the things he does, but again, I'm just gonna assume he doesn't understand the movie. He just wants to associate with it probably because, it's known as, like, the best movie of all time, or one of the best, so he's like, I want to be associated with that class there, so I like Citizen Kane. Like, more power to you, but the movie basically says Trump's gonna live an unhappy life, unloved, and an incomplete, hollow person. If he wants to be like Kane. Heck, he even described Kane's fall as a modest fall, because it didn't hurt him, financially. I'm like, what do you mean, modest fall? He died empty and alone, regretting basically his entire life. I wouldn't call that a modest fall. Again, just doesn't understand the film, apparently. Wish I could talk about something else, but it's just dominating my thoughts. How could someone watch such, famous movie yet not understand it? Of course, I'm making the assumption there that he actually watched it, I suppose. I mean, we've seen how Trump stumbles through reading sometimes. I can't imagine he's read some of the books he recommends. And I also have to love how he holds up the Art of Deal as, like, the second most important book in human history, He's like, the Bible's first, but doesn't think about, the Bhagavad Gita, or other religious texts, or the works of Shakespeare, or stuff like that. Like, he's just like, nope, it's the Art of the Deal. It's the second most important book ever written, Like, such impressive ego, must be, noted, I suppose, but just feels so, like he doesn't know about anything else. Like, ugh. Probably should move on before I start going into some rant about Trump's politics, though. Well, now, let's see. The sleep powder works, so that means we can just try and tear this thing apart. As we usually do, because sleep's pretty powerful this gen. Not as broken as it is in Gen 1, I mean, come on. In that gen, if you put someone to sleep, you can potentially put them back to sleep before they can actually do anything, if you're fast enough. I mean, if Parasect wasn't so slow, it would have basically the most powerful strat available to it, because it could just spore people until it ran out of spores, and then use stuff like Swords Dance to set up and crush its enemies. Yeah, I know all about Jasmine, but, she's gotta take care of Amphy first. I suppose I could technically go up the other way and try and pick up that TM, but I don't really need it. If this thing knows rollout, this could be bad. Well, guess we'll go with Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder, fixes all my problems, right? I honestly, I'm not sure what I want to call the Stingray we're gonna be going after. I'm also not sure, if I'm happy with the moveset I pre-planned for it. I mean, we're gonna try and push a Rain Dance and Surf on that build, which makes sense. I mean, it's a strat that definitely works, to do a bit more damage with water moves, and it's a Pokemon that relies on its special attack. It doesn't have very good options when it comes to, other special attacks, sadly. I think I can breed, like, Confusion on it, maybe, but that means we'd have to catch a female one. They only appear 10% of the time in the first place, so That would be kind of annoying to try, but you know, you gotta have patience when you're building teams like this sometimes. Yeah, I kind of want to delete your number, Erwin. It's nice having you stroke my ego sometimes, but at the same time, it's an ego that doesn't need stroking. After all, you know, these trainers are not usually the best. Ah. Just leave that buy item over there, I don't need it. Yep, kept the sea lit up alright. Or she. Yes, across the sea. Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. After all, I'm not a monster. Oh yeah, probably should grab this item. After all, who doesn't want the rare candy? Though I can't clone a million copies of it. That is disappointing, I suppose. And that was something I do in Gen 1 sometimes if I was feeling lazy. Like, just put the rare candy in the right slot and just make an infinite number of copies of it effectively, so I can just max everyone's level with candies. Well, that'll do for this episode. Next time, we're gonna cross the sea and go to Cinnawood. Until then, see ya.